Hi, Lake Stevens staff. My name is Heidi Finley, and I teach 5th grade at Skyline Elementary. Today I'm going to be talking with you about when to use YouTube as a whole class and when to use YouTube, allow students to use it as individuals. So one thing we need to keep in mind as we move forward is that our internet infrastructure has been updated. However, if we are all allowing all of our students to watch videos all at the same time, we're going to clog up that internet highway, and we can think of it as a big pipe. It's going to get clogged up, slow down, and things aren't going to work well. So we need to ask ourselves, do all of my students need to be watching the same video at the same time? Or could we watch it as a class? So let's dig in. Watching a YouTube video as an entire class allows for all students to get the same instruction with the same experience at the same time. This will allow you as a teacher to host rich classroom discussions about whatever video you happen to choose and show your class. So when discussion is your goal, then whole class viewing should be your strategy. Do you ever want to model a process or have someone else model it for you? Then perhaps in science, art, math, cooking, then perhaps a whole class option viewing a YouTube video modeling that process would be a good option for you. Again, as a teacher, you have control of the pause, the rewind, and the play buttons. You can take the time to emphasize the points that you want students to get. There are benefits to whole class viewing. Students are less likely to get distracted by those ads, comments, and related videos. Oh my! They will also spend more time on task and with you at the driver's seat, in control and monitoring the content that they see. So there are times, though, when individual viewing would be a good option. So let's talk about those. But before we do, you as a teacher should prepare ahead of time. You want to make sure students have earbuds or ear headphones. It's up to you what you choose to have them bring in, but you definitely want to do that. Otherwise, you're going to go crazy. So once you have that planned out and figured out, when might doing individual viewing be a good option? Perhaps when you want to differentiate tasks. This will allow students to be on different tasks at different times. A great tool would be to use something called Zaption, Z-A-P-T-I-O-N. You insert a video, and in that video you create these pause points. Students watch the video, but they can't move forward in the video till they complete the task at each of the pause points. This is a great option. You can find this option and many, many more at the bottom of this Moodle class in the tools to extend and enhance YouTube learning. So check it out. Have you ever had students researching something in history and they come across a great video on the History Channel website, yet they can't view it because YouTube was closed to them? Well, now it's open. Students will be allowed to watch those videos. They'll be allowed to enhance their research and their learning by watching those videos. However, preview them ahead of time. Make sure students are going to be getting content that is appropriate for their grade level. Remember, searching YouTube is not an option. You want to make sure students are coming into contact with videos you have previewed. Now, some teachers in our district have been brave and they're on the cutting edge and they're creating their own YouTube videos. This allows students who are absent to hear the instruction that they missed. It also allows those students who are struggling to go home, watch the videos, play, pause, rewind, watch over and over until they understand the content, or come up with some really good questions to bring to class of the things they still don't understand. So this would be a great option for you to use YouTube on an individual basis in your classroom, which brings me to another point. Those students on IEPs who need accommodations, perhaps the accommodation is more repetition. Well, a YouTube video that you create or find would be a great option for these students on IEPs. It allows them to be in the driver's seat of their own learning. Like I said earlier when I was talking about Zaption, there are many great tools to use with YouTube. Another great tool is an app called Video Notes. On the left is a video. On the right is where students would take notes. As they take notes, it timestamps those notes, and you can click on the time and it'll show you where in the video that note came from. Students then send them to you via Google, and you can see their notes. Perhaps they take notes at the end. Personally, I would send them back to try again if all of their notes are at the end of the video. I'd want to see notes throughout the video. So this is yet another good tool to use with YouTube. Check out those tools at the end of this Moodle class. It will save you time and you will find some great things to use in your classroom. So remember about your purpose as you bring YouTube into your classroom. At times, class viewing is going to be the option. At other times, it's not. And individual viewing is completely appropriate. So you need to think and plan ahead as to what's best for you and your students in your classroom. This presentation was created using MoveNote. Check it out. It's an app in your Google apps. And with Google Presentation, and all images found in this presentation were found on Google Images. Have a great day, and remember to use YouTube wisely and responsibly.